Breaking: federal judge just forced them to turn everything over by Lady Liberty for VeteranAF.com. Comey and Hillary cannot seem to climb out of the boiling pot of water that they have created for themselves with the exposure of the fake dossier and the many email issues they have both been involved in, and now things are getting a bit murkier for Comey ever since a federal judge has ordered the release of all withheld documents in the case of the bogus dossier against Trump. Comey's many memos of his meeting with President Trump are to be included in that turnover of documentations, and he may be liable to be charged due to many of those leaked memos containing classified information. The biggest kicker for liberals everywhere is that Comey only has 6 days to present these documents. What's the difference? He's going to go in this time, according to conservative Daily Post, following the GOP ramping up its efforts to expose the utterly groundless dossier. A federal judge ruled Thursday that the FBI must turn over all withheld documents to the court in a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit filed by Judicial Watch. Excellent. Great work, Judicial Watch. The court ruled that former FBI Director James Comey must also turn over all of the memos he took detailing private conversations he had with President Donald Trump, sending liberals into hyperventilation over the 6-day deadline. I just can imagine what they're saying. The Bureau has until January 18th to comply with the lawsuit and hand over all of the documents for the court to review, dealing a major blow to the deep state actors who wish to conceal how they used the dossier to trigger the investigation into Trump. They're in deep doo-doo. The lawsuit also contends that Comey's memos contain classified information, leading many to believe that he has a high chance of being charged criminally for leaking the classified memos to his friend, who subsequently gave them to the New York Times for publication. Comey knows what he did was wrong. Americans have a right to know the full facts about former FBI Director James Comey's unclassified memos regarding his conversations with President Trump and his aides prior to his firing, said Daily Caller co-founder Neil Patel, who spoke with Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton about the lawsuit that was filed in September. Patel added, and the FBI must be required to honor the Freedom of Information Act. Comey's memos triggered the appointment of Robert Mueller as special counsel, as Democrats contended that Trump may have tried to obstruct justice by interfering with the Russia investigation. Judicial Watch's major victory not only ensures transparency into whether Comey broke the law, it also follows several other major wins for Trump and Republicans in their quest to fully expose the dossier. Earlier this week, it was confirmed that the FBI used the dossier to obtain a warrant under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act to spy on Trump and his former campaign officials. The most scandalous revelations in the file are total lies. Fusion GPS hired Christopher Steele, a former British spy, to compile the dossier, which made numerous unverified claims suggesting that Trump colluded with the Russians to win the election. Former Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign and the Democratic National Committee paid nearly $9 million for the dossier, which was full of salacious claims that the FBI has admitted it cannot verify. Last week, the Republican chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Chuck Grassley, and Senator Lindsey Graham also called on the Justice Department to investigate or appoint a second special counsel to analyze the salacious claims in the dossier, with Republicans ramping up efforts to expose the utterly baseless dossier reports confirming Obama's FBI used the hit piece to spy on the Trump campaign, and now Comey's memos being handed over to the courts. That is a major win for transparency, pushing back against the deep state. Isn't that nice? Put your raincoats on, folks, because liberals everywhere are going to spontaneously combust with this latest push to right all the wrongs caused by the Comey, Hillary, Obama, I should add, swamp couples. Nothing will be more satisfying than all of this bogus rhetoric and false accusations to be proven as such and over with. We can stop hearing Russian collusion and maybe getting back to seeing our government purged of all those who have nothing but bad intentions for the people in our country. Be sure to follow. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They have nothing but evil intentions for our country. Yeah, they wanted to milk this country for every last cent it had, and then you know what? They would probably go somewhere off to an island and just enjoy themselves. You know, I don't know, but all hell is going to break loose now with the liberals. They're gonna come up with something that this is bogus and that the Russians did something to make the memos false and everything else, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, this is good news. And again, thank you so much for watching.